The velvet ropes surrounding Miami's most elite VIP room were drawn tight, but not tight enough to keep out a camera phone. The music was loud, and the lights were dim. A grainy 8-second video of Kirk Frost, reclining in a luxurious booth with a champagne bottle in front of him, was first posted in a private group chat. Yandy Smith, wearing an emerald green outfit, was standing next to him, grinning at something he murmured. He extended his arms. His hand was just inches from her shoulder at the back of the seat. Up until the second viewpoint dropped, it might have been innocuous. This time, Yandy chuckled as if they were sharing a secret, their heads tilted close, and their legs touched. By daybreak, Rasheeda had stopped talking and the footage was all over the place. Nothing at all, no likes, no posts. Whispers spread quickly. She had contacted her attorney. However, the audience was unaware that the actual footage was still to come and that this was just the beginning. The airfields charged on one of those Miami nights. As if the city itself is aware of an impending event, a row of high-end vehicles curved around the block outside the Sapphire Chamber. Celebrities and business people filed past photographers. Designer gowns and diamond chains caught the light, causing flashes to pop. The base's marble flooring pounded with each beat, accompanied by the quiet murmur of private discussions. Hours before, Kirk Frost had shown up. He was accompanied by a close-knit group of well-known individuals from the Atlanta scene, but not Rasheeda. With his trademark gold watch sparkling in the neon, he effortlessly made his way through the throng, shaking hands and embracing longtime friends. For those observing, everything went according to plan. However, the evening was just becoming more intriguing to the right individuals at the right spot. Two enormous bouncers, who scanned wristbands as if their lives depended on it, guarded the VIP lounge, which was concealed behind a frosted glass wall. The bustle of the main floor was very different from the area inside. Soft golden seats with plush velvet illumination, ice buckets, top-shelf champagne bottles, and an ideal view of the DJ from a comfortable distance. It was not the kind of place you happened across by chance. 1:42 a.m. Yandy Smith entered. Her clothing was a shimmering shade of rich emerald green. Under all lighting conditions, she looked around, her eyelids catching the glow as her hair cascaded over her shoulders. A few nodded acknowledgement. She was love and hip-hop royalty in her own right. After all, she didn't stay on the periphery, though. She went directly to the booth in the back corner where Kirk was sitting. At first, their talk was informal. Laughing here, leaning in there, the kind of casual chat that could be harmless or something very else. Without hesitation, Kirk pushed the flute across the table and poured her a drink. Their fingers touched for an excessively long moment before Yandy accepted it. They had no idea that someone at a nearby table had their phone perfectly angled. The first video they took was only 8 seconds long, choppy, and slightly grainy, but it was incriminating enough to raise the question, why are Kirk and Yandy sitting this close in the middle of the night alone in VIP? Within minutes, that video found its way into a secret group chat. After that, it arrived in the inbox of VIP Spill, one of the messiest and most popular hip-hop gossip pages. In less than an hour, they didn't squander time. At 3:06 a.m., the post went up. M captioned ATL meets NY, which offers more than just business insights. By 4:00 a.m., the comments served as a battlefield. That's networking. Relax. Networking at 2 in the morning. M in VIP. Take it seriously. Rasheeda needs to get up. But when the second angle emerged, that's when the big explosion occurred. Filmed from across the room. This one had a fantastic view of the booth and was clearer and more stable. Every detail was captured by the illumination. Kirk leaned closer. Under the table, Yandy's hand touched his knee. They were laughing together in private as if there were no other people in the room. The video was even slowed down, with red arrows added to any too close shots. By dawn, the tale had spread from Instagram to TikTok, Twitter, and even Facebook groups devoted to hip-hop drama and love. As if this moment had been building for years, edits appeared, mixing the VIP film with past reunion pieces when Kirk and Yandy had briefly interacted. In the meantime, Rasheeda's silence from the discussion was more powerful than any words. More tellingly, fans saw that she hadn't posted since the previous evening. She had stopped following Kirk. Screenshots of her bio that had been cleared of any reference to Frost or her marriage went viral. The first insider tip then arrived. A direct message to a mid-level gossip blogger stated that Rasheeda had already given her attorney a call that morning. The final straw was the purported message, which said, "She's over it. Papers are coming." It didn't matter if it was true or not. The seed was sown. Mendes's name was unavoidably brought into the fray when the story changed from, "Is this cheating?" to, "It's over." Every time the video was reposted, fans tagged him and demanded a response. he was remained silent until shortly before noon, when they shared a mysterious narrative with a close-up of a chessboard my dame, with the caption, "The smart move always comes after patience." It wasn't confirmation, but it also wasn't rejection. That was sufficient to ignite a flurry of conjecture. By the early afternoon, Yandy and Kirk were trending around the country. There was a theory on every blog. Every fan had an opinion. Additionally, K at VIP's pill was already implying that what the world had witnessed so far was only the beginning, because, in their opinion, there was a lot more that had not yet been released online, and whatever came next may make the VIP footage seem insignificant. Miami's sun was shining by but the internet was still the source of the true heat. Everyone had been raving about the first VIP tape, but the second viewpoint had made a late-night murmur into a yell that was heard throughout the entire city. It was slowed down, enlarged, and watermarked by every blog. Then, at Clubroom, a rival gossip blog, eager to grab the spotlight from a VIP spill, planted a new grenade. Twitter threads read like investigative reports, complete with timestamps and references to old love and hip-hop moments. The words "you saw them sitting" appeared on a black screen at the beginning of their post. "Watch them go now." The darkly lit VIP hallway with the staff-only exit roped off was captured on camera. Yandy and Kirk emerged, strolling side by side while holding drinks. However, they sneaked through the roped-off area and vanished into a passageway that led to the building's private lift bank rather than going towards the main exit. For a brief moment, the camera captured Kirk reaching up to before they turned the corner. Yandy's dress strap was fixed. "Private lift, private night." Caption: "The internet went crazy. When it comes to business, you don't leave like that. Hotel access is equivalent to a private lift." He adjusted her strap. Well, that's it for Rasheeda. In less than an hour, the post had 1 million views. Timelines were overrun with screenshots of Kirk's hand on Yandy's shoulder strap. Fans started making assumptions about the structure's layout, distributing Google Maps, images and even floor plans from Yelp reviews of the boutique hotel that is linked to the club. 4:37 p.m. A questionable comment made by one of Rasheeda's shop staff members went viral. The meme that was liked said, "You can't be the king if you keep giving your crown away." Her followers showered her with comments in a matter of minutes. She is referring to the VIP mess. They are prepared to expel Kirk from the palace. Rasheeda then initiated contact. 5:12 p.m. On her Instagram story, Kay shared a boomerang, just a thick pile of papers with a pen in her hand. No music, no caption. Fans with keen eyes noticed what appeared to be a manila legal envelope with a confidential stamp in the backdrop. Bold text. A fresh wave of conjecture began as soon as the screenshot appeared on blogs. Divorce documents are those, business contracts. But the timing is different. Yandy, meantime, pretended nothing was going on. 6 p.m. She shared a vibrant, upbeat video showcasing her skincare line, swiping on serum, and discussing internal radiance and self-love. But thanks to ATL's best gal, her comment section was a war-zone glow. "It's courageous of you to post this today. We did not mean this globe." At last, Mendes spoke up. Sort of. 7:45 p.m. "Protect your peace," he said as the caption for a black and white photo of himself in the gym wearing gloves. No names, no tags. Protect your space. However, everyone was aware of the situation. Then, as everyone was beginning to believe that the drama would end, VIP's pill returned with a vengeance. 8:22 p.m. Y'all only saw the booth and the hallway. The suite, they captioned a hazy screenshot they shared. But that's a different tale. A couch, a champagne bottle, two blurry persons sitting close to each other, and what? Two blurry persons sitting close to each other, and what? Appeared to be the corner of a hotel suite, were all visible in the blurry picture. The page hinted that they would share the video somewhere in a matter of minutes, but said it was too hot to post in its entirety owing to Instagram policies. On the trending list, the hashtag #ESPIL joined hashtag Kirk and Yandy. Fan theories became viral. For that suite, they departed from VIP. For this reason, they utilized the private lift. In that narrative, Rasheeda's pen wasn't for signing merchandise deals. Believe me, by 9:00 p.m., the teaser was being reposted on every gossip page, along with promises of exclusives that none of them had. Group conversations were booming, with titles like "Full Breakdown Kirk and Yandy VIP plus Sweet Footage Timeline." YouTubers were planning emergency live streams. Rasheeda was reportedly in strategic mode somewhere near Atlanta. A mid-tier blogger was told by a purported insider that she isn't only considering divorce, she is considering ways to prevent him from receiving any payment from the company. Despite the fact that no one could verify it, the post went viral. 10:30 p.m. once more. A fuzzy low-quality video purportedly from the hotel's security cameras was shown in the club room. It was unclear. Yet it was evident walking along a hallway toward a lovely door are two people that resemble Kirk and Yandy. The man grabbed the handle. The woman looked back. Then they snuck inside as the door opened. It was a brief caption. Make your own judgments. The internet didn't think twice. They spent hours in that room. This has been completed. Rasheeda is finished. It's going to get nuclear in part 3. The discussion abruptly changed once more. VIP was no longer the only topic of conversation. By midnight, the suite had joined the conversation. As the focal point of the incident, the suite had formally surpassed the VIP booth, one frame from the hallway departure, one from the purportedly sweet teaser. Side-by-side comparisons swamped every blog's feed. In order to demonstrate continuity, fans were charting timestamps, arguing over shoe matches, and even measuring Kirk's chain in both clips. However, pushback arrived quickly and forcefully, just as the excitement reached a fever pitch. 12:14 a.m. A moderate amount of chatter. Screenshot of a direct message from an account purporting to represent Kirk's legal team was shared by the blogger. The message threatened to take immediate legal action if they distributed a legally obtained video and requested that all unverified and libelous content be removed. The blogger uploaded the direct message to their piece with the description, "If it wasn't true, why try to silence me?" Rather than complying, Yandy's publicist reportedly sent a similar warning to Clubroom treating platform takedown that same hour if they published any graphic, doctored, or privacy-violating footage. The page transformed that into content, of course. Second, I suppose they don't want you to see the suite. Hi there. Which implies that you must view it. At 10:05 a.m., VIP's pill broke their silence. With a live voice only for 30 seconds. The voice sounded warped. However, the words were unambiguous. There is no need to alter the truth. It's not just me, but I have the best perspective on that tweet. They are free to threaten me all they want, but the video will be released. There was anarchy in the comments. Let it go tonight. Because it is genuine, they are afraid. Marriages are going to end because of this. This is where things became even more chaotic. Though, 1:42 a.m. At Velvet Tropes Only. A new account appeared and shared a teaser that no one anticipated. Barely lasted 6 seconds. Earlier that evening, a photo taken from inside the VIP booth showed Kirk and Yandy having a mid-con conversation with their legs brushing beneath the table. However, another man sat somewhat in shadow across from them, hood up, phone in hand, observing without participating in the conversation. The internet instantly zoomed in. Who is that? That's the man from the video in the hallway. He's clutching his phone as he's filming them. He was referred to as security by some. He appeared too at ease to be a staff member, according to others. In order to catch Kirk sliding, some conspiracy theorists even asserted that he was working for someone, possibly even Rasheeda. At last, Rasheeda dropped another piece of breadcrumb. 2:17 a.m. She shared a picture of herself writing in black and white. Fans went crazy over a notebook that said, "Every queen has her move planned before the king even notices the board. They are playing checkers, and she is playing chess. She is aware that she is going to destroy everyone." By 3 in the morning, #HOEMN and #SweetAK were trending at the same time. Memes appeared depicting Rasheeda as a mastermind manipulating Kirk Yandy and the hooded figure. Thousands of people were speculating on Twitter about the man's identity and whether he had been aware of the leaks from the beginning. The heat was then increased at VIP's pill. From inside the purported suite, they shared a still frame clear high race. The couch from the teaser was seen. There are 2 champagne glasses on the table and in the backdrop, barely noticeable. The same dude in a hood was standing close to the cow, similar to the man with the hood who was standing close to the cow. And with 3, we are all aware. As everyone knows, I've been investigating that. We are all aware that I have been pursuing that course. From the preview, it's Katoni to the sofa. And we take action, I cow with third. And in the cowed cowie that may, I don't want a cowie idiot to trick a sick toad by willing Lord for enough. You understand why. While I'm with you to see with us and you're with me to see if I can kiss the window. The caption was straightforward. There are more than 2 people in the room. Now, There was more to the hypotheses than just cheating. They have to do with a setup. Was Hoodie Man a friend? Someone who uses blackmail? Someone who has been dispatched to record every action? If so, for whom? By daybreak, there was one thing that was evident. Whatever was in that entire adorable film wasn't going to prove a romantic relationship. The entire scandal would be rewritten as a result. And the formal countdown had started. The next post at VIP's Pills was a timer. Below is 18 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. Full delicious drop in strong letters. Complete audio without any edits. By the time the countdown reached its last hour, the internet had less than a day to get ready. Instagram gave the impression that the whole hip-hop scene was tense. Re-uploading Kirk Yandy and Hoodie Man? Hypotheses was the only activity on pages that often published 5 or 6 separate celebrity tales in a single day. A live viewing party was planned by YouTube. Streaming at VIP's Pill promised to release the adorable video at that precise moment. 8 p.m., the drama began 10 minutes ahead of schedule, even though it was EST 7:50 p.m. MVIP's. Pill shared a single statement in white writing over black on their Instagram story. "Don't do it. I'm doing it," they replied, tagging Clubroom Tea at Velvet Tropes and, astonishingly, Rasheeda's official account. The internet went crazy about Rasheeda's tag. Did she know about this? Was the leak approved by her? Or was this an outright provocation? When the live stream began, as soon as the clock reached 0, a fixed camera angle from the hotel suite's corner was displayed on the screen. Even though the illumination was weak, everything could be seen. The floor, 2 ceiling windows framing the Miami skyline, the large couch, and the champagne bottle still cooling in an ice bucket. At first, Kirk was standing close to the window with a champagne glass in his hand, his shirt unbuttoned at the collar, and his jacket removed. With her heels kicked off to the side, Yandy was sitting on the couch, with one leg curled beneath her. She looked at her phone for a moment before putting it down. The sound was clear. It was Kirk's voice initially. "It was an insane evening. Are you certain you're okay?" Yandy chuckled quietly. "I'm all right. I simply didn't anticipate coming to this point." Kirk sat next to her, their knees touching, and they clinked glasses. The microphone caught up fragments of the low-level chat. "The booth is mentioned. We'll just relax for a while because there are too many cameras out there." Kirk then spoke the line that would go viral on social media for days. "This is probably not what we should be doing." Yandy's response was quick, playful, and intense. "So why are you here?" During the live event, the discussion exploded. He acknowledged it. Yandy is not disputing anything. This must be seen in 4K by Rasheeda. Hoodie Man then appeared in the frame, the moment everyone had been waiting for. Wearing the same black hoodie as the VIP booth teaser, he entered from the right. He originally had his hands in his pockets before taking out his phone. A tiny red light flickered, capturing. Kirk's attitude changed. His eyes narrowed as he leaned back a little. "Hey, are you still here?" The man grinned but remained silent. Rather, he moved gently in the direction of the couch, watching both of them with his phone. Yandy's grin dimmed. The tension was high as she looked between the two men before saying, "Not right now." "Okay, just not here." Or saying, "Not right now." "Okay, just not here." Kirk got up so the man couldn't see Yandy. His harsh, deep voice was captured on camera. "You must leave," Hoodie Man said without hesitation. He turned his phone slightly to show just enough of his own face for the camera, then tilted it upward to capture Kirk's face in perfect light. Internet to later freeze the frame. The conversation turned crazy. "Who is he?" "That is unquestionably the man seen in the video in the hallway. It's not safety. Observe his non-verbal cues." The two men gazed at each other for a full 30 seconds. The Hoodie Man then took a tiny envelope out of his pocket and placed it on the coffee table in front of Yandy, an action that would spark conspiracy theories for weeks. "Think about it," he whispered softly after tapping it twice and taking a step back. He left the frame before anyone could respond. The door closed with a click. Yandy's countenance was unreadable as she gazed at the envelope. Kirk took a seat next to her again, but his demeanor had entirely changed. Now reserved and tense, Yandy drew the packet towards herself as he reached for it. She didn't open it. The video abruptly ended, and white writing on a black background took its place. The envelope, the identification, and the